but you're trying to create a good environment. I mean, you don't pick up just any team,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, the academy team. I think they're the academy team.
Yeah.
They they seem to be a bunch of guys who have good personalities and aren't gonna go out causing shit for the organization, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. I've had it in the past when I first started. I really, I really was just trying to get players, but that's not the way to do it. Eh? Like just picking
It's
up.
not.
Then it happened with a lot of big orgs. Like, do you remember like what was it called? Like Black Sheep or something. They had like
Yes.
9 teams.
How like why? Like I don't understand why.
Like
I cannot see the use of having 9 teams.
I
And to
I
be fair,
always huh?
I don't see the points in some of these organizations having a CS team sometimes, because especially ones who are paying salaries.
Hmm. Like what?
Because
Explain.
so I don't know how many teams in South Africa are paying a salary, but a lot of the time, and this comes from other games as well, because
Hmm.
I know of teams in other games who are being paid a salary
Yeah.
and given gear and equipment and stuff like that. But I cannot see how, as an organization, you make that money back.
I think most of
So,
it they aren't making their money. It's all from the sponsors, right? Like the sponsors. I've seen a couple of the contracts from the other people, and then basically all they do, they almost like lease it out. So like the org will say, "Oh, here it is," but when you leave, you have to give it back, and then they give it back to the sponsorships. So they don't actually like
uh,
make or use any money.
yes. No,
So
but I know of a team in another
yeah,
game that's paid a salary. Okay.
yeah,
And they're a good team and they're winning tournaments and they're genuinely really like in the game a top 3 team. And I'm not gonna mention the org or anything
yeah, yeah.
because it's not okay. And I cannot fathom how the organization makes its money back off of this team.
Why? Because they don't do social media or anything like that.
Precisely. Like, so the only, and I don't know the intricate runnings of an organization all that well. And when it comes to sponsors and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but I can't see how an organization which is a business, it's
yeah,
effectively a sports team's
hundred
business for
percent.
most when you get to that level where you're paying salaries.
Yeah.
How do you turn a profit on players who are good but not, even if they're winning tournaments or like local tournaments, the
Mm.
prize pools aren't that great and most organizations don't take much of a cut of prize pools.
Yeah, like 10. I think the highest one I know of is only 35, 30 or 35 or something, which is nothing. Out of
But
the,
even still, what's the tournaments paying in South Africa?
other than CS, it's nothing.
So the only way I could see you could really make profit off the team is, I suppose, if the team's doing well enough, the sponsors want to be advertised.
Mm.
Okay. But I mean, if you're paying a team a salary of 4 grand a month, let's just go with that's minimum wage right now.
Yeah, per
So let's say
person,
you're
yeah.
paying, yeah, let's say you're paying your players 4 grand a month. On a CS:GO team, that's 20 grand a month, right?
Yeah,
20 grand a month times what 12 is 240,000 rand a month.
yeah,
As an organization, you need to be turning around.
more
Let's
than
add
that.
another 20,000 just for your salary on top of the players, right?
Okay, yeah, like,
So so because then everyone's making 4 grand a month. So we just say it's a lot of fucking money.
yeah, fair enough.
So you need to be turning around what 300,000 rand a year
Yeah,
in order to be in profit.
I know, I know some sponsorships, so they like they give you money and they don't care where it's for, and then you just have to put like their obviously their on all your banners and whatever.
Yeah,
But like I just don't understand how they can get that much money out of these or like out of these
just
sponsors.
300,000 rand a year
Like they have
just
what
to be in
like
profit for that.
all the
Not
big
even
orgs have
because
what?
you still got to fly your players to tournaments and
Yeah,
lands. Because if you're paying a salary, you can't not fly your players around.
yeah,
So the only real way I can think of to make profit is social media, really, and content. But then, do you need the best team in the world, or do you need the most marketable team in the world,
I think it's a bit
or
of but.
in the country?
I think if you have a good enough team around you, you can make any team marketable. Like I think a good example that like I know some of the league teams like League of Legends, they know like they have American orgs and none of them speak English, and I people still watch it like So I think if
Yep.
you have a good enough marketing team, you can get around that. It's not really about who the players are as long as they're good at the game.
But that's also what attracted me about your organization is your approach to wanting to step up into content.
I'm
Because
trying. It's
it's
difficult.
it is difficult. But that's also attractive to me as a player because I can see how the organization as a whole grows long term
Mm,
versus just trying to build a second of team and get them to prem. Like
yeah.
I think getting to prem you don't make as much money if you don't have a team that you can I suppose make content out of because they have characters.
I guess, but like, it's not. Well, the thing is, you kind of can. Like, there's always Twitter drama. There is like,
Do
yeah,
you
it
want
does
drama
bad.
attached to your organization though? I mean, the
It depends on
impressions
the
are
drama, you
dope.
know. It depends on the drama. Like, if you like, obviously you don't want it because overall, like, long term it's bad, but short term it's pretty good for the views, you know.
Yeah. I mean, your my impressions shoot up whenever there's drama, cause
Exactly.
but I don't
Oh,
know. Long-term strategy for an organization, I think it's good to have a really good team,
yeah.
but you need a good team that have personality.
Oh, but you can
'Cause-
also do what frag videos, post post even if they're not like personality wise, they might be good at the game to the point where like they're very, you know, like when you can tell someone's knowledgeable about the game.
But then if you look at look at Summit,
Yeah,
and then you look at like another pro CS streamer, anybody, Devas, JW. You know what?
yeah,
Summit does better numbers, even though he's a worse CS player.
he's
This
funny.
has always been the case. His personality. So yeah, it's
Mm,
all good that you have this insane skill and you can make frag videos, yeah.
yeah.
But the type of content you can make if you have a team with personality, all of a sudden shifts and you get more options.
Yeah, oh. Because I guess every bad player will hit some good shots eventually, and you can make a frag movie anyway. You know?
Dude, if I can hit a 4K on Inferno, anybody can hit a 4K on
Exactly.
Inferno,
Like
bro.
you can make content out of a good player, a bad player, if you give him enough time. You know?
Exactly. But if he's a bad player who's got personality, I mean, you can do interviews, you can do chat shows, you can do all
Mm.
sorts of other things that make your team a little bit more relatable to the
Oh.
average person.
Oh, but what was I gonna say now? That's true, and they can always also improve like their skill eventually. Maybe they don't spike as hard as someone else, but they can still
Exactly.
improve.
I think as an organization, if I were to create an organization, my approach would be you still want to make a team that can perform,
Mm.
obviously. I mean, nobody cares if your team can't achieve anything
Yeah,
in
true.
the end. But
Oh.
if you could get the best player in South Africa,
Yeah.
or you could get the third best player in South Africa, but the third best player's got a bit of a personality that you could market easier, I think
Yeah.
it's better for the organization to take the third best player because they can do other things. Like, I mean, content. I think that's an avenue that organizations underutilize.
I feel like most SA orgs they have like their photo shoots. Like I think, but the only one I personally think is doing it perfect is Nibble. I think they're the only one that's like
Nibble's marketing is
is
fucking
insane. But they're
sick.
like half a clothing brand at this point, eh?
Yes.
But like some
But
of
you know
the
who else I think is
who
doing some interesting stuff is Nixa.
I don't follow their social to be honest with you. I haven't looked at any of it.
They when they picked
I
up
want to
this
go
Black
look.
Poison team,
No,
they made such a sick video to kind of introduce the team.
I want to go look at it.
And
Keep
they
inside.
have some streamers, and
What's
I
what's their
knew them
at?
from stream. I think it's at nixa.gg or something like that, or at
Ni-
nixa.gg or something.
How do you spell
Give me a
Nix?
second.
Nixuh.
NRAXUH.
I found it. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, nixa.gg. Yeah.
Oh, I found the intro. Oh yes, I did see this. Okay. Yeah, this was so cool with the lighting. Eh. Oh,
But like
I enjoy
even the memeing,
it.
like when they versed Bravado, that it's that kind of thing where it's nice to develop a little bit of a following, and I can start to see how you can translate this following into a cash revenue later down the line.
Yeah. Because if people like watch your memes, then they'll be like, "Oh, let's see this video." Like, it doesn't even have to always be like the best quality content ever. Like,
No,
I
I
think
just think
royalties
in
also not is like on
royalties
they on the up.
interesting.
With vibes, and I forgot what the. It's like a little bit of an older guy. They like actually a pretty good combo. Like, I think because the older guy is definitely more sensible, but like vibes definitely has a bit of that chaotic energy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
I like it. And then they're doing all this interview stuff, and then it's just I
I
think
think
they're
that's the
also going to.
direction.
Hmm.
I think that's the direction more organizations need to go, is to be able to to build a team that you market the shit out of.
Yeah, but
Let's
it's
put it that way.
it is definitely like the extra effort, especially if you don't have money.
Yes.
Because like most people can't video edit what's his name graphic design especially at like such a high rate, like unless you like
Yes.
Demonix, he's a graphic designer and web developer,
Yes.
right? And then I've just done it for long. My video editing's pretty shocking, but we make it work.
But even still, like there's some people I could point at, like Filthy.
Oh yeah, his video editing is so
So his
prime.
editing is good and his pricing is not expensive.
It isn't, but like to do that like twice a week, I'm not gonna. There's no like,
That's 400 rand a week.
yeah,
Multiplied out, that's 1,600 rand a month.
exactly. And then there's no way I'm making that money back, especially now. Maybe in the future, yeah, sure.
Yes.
But you still have to build that initial following to generate money to put back into it. But until
Yes.
then, you have to basically do it all yourself. Like I
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
pay, I pay. Okay, so I pay for the retake. I normally when I was playing, I paid for Frostbite, which gave everyone a service, and then like the money has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you need to get like to get semi decent players, you have to offer them something. Because otherwise, the semi big orgs like, oh, I'll pay you McDonald's Big Mac once a month, and then they move. Like no joke. Some of these, I think the one.
Okay.
This was a while ago. Do you remember Elite Pro back in the day?
Dude, I know the owner of Lipro, Johan. He's such a nice guy,
He is
though.
a nice guy, but I think oh, this was years ago, but I think he promised someone like 100 rand if they finished top three of the leg, and like three people left my team at that time from
Just
Divinity
for
when I
100
played the
bucks!
academy team.
Just for 100 bucks!
$100. They three
What the
three
fuck?
people left me for that. For a
Oh my
hundred bucks.
god.
They didn't even finish top three. They just banded after like half the leg.
Was this the lead pro team with Shadow and I'm not throwing Shadow under the bus. I don't know
No, he
if
didn't
he
play
was
for
on your
me. He
team.
didn't play for me.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But I remember Lead Pro had the first team was Slowy,
No,
Tianki,
no, no, not
Tranks,
them.
and then the second team
Yeah.
was, I mean, it was Shadow.
Like I know
I
the
think it was
names
one or two.
obviously because I'm not Sainty, but like a little bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah.
I know. Think I know some of the team. Give me a second.
It
Let me
might have
look
been
up
a
on the
hundred
screen.
and 100 rand like it was either
100
100
game
rand a
win, was it?
leg or like 100 rand a game, but I don't think it was 100 rand a game because that seemed a bit too much for back in the day for like 2016.
Bro.
I can't even remember, but it was something like that. But like it wasn't anything crazy. Like we were doing well. We were in like the one. I think we were like either the same division or the one below, but we were getting promoted.
Yes.
They were already there, and then yeah, and then they left, and then it disbanded, and then like it. And we just moved on. Like I wasn't saying to you, like if I was them, I probably would
You
have
would have
done the
done the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Like I'm not gonna blame them. Like I would have done the exact same
Yeah.
thing. Like as a kid, like we were all like 16, 17. I think some of us are younger. So as a
I mean,
kid, you
100 bucks back then was tuck money for like a week,
exactly,
dude.
and like then you can be like, oh, mom, you're making money off gaming, and then they let you play more and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So like I don't blame him, but like it's actually just so little. Like even nowadays, even the promise of getting paid like a certain amount, people move.
The
Uh,
loyalty doesn't exist anymore, man.
Oh, but you were different. You were in Omnius for so long. You and Bullock, yeah.
It's actually a super funny. I suppose it's a funny story.
Mm.
I got picked up for their team,
Mm.
and when I joined them, they were in open. They were still
Yeah.
in what was called ladder back then,
Mm.
and the team was Demonics, Wicked, um, and two other players I don't know the names of.
Okay.
I can't remember the other players. And that's I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
It's
And then
years ago.
we coaxed Nyx out of Ventus Black.
Yo, that was a good team, eh?
So we coaxed him out of there, and Bullock. So then it was me, Wicked, Demonics, Nyx, and Bullock.
Mm.
And then Wicked took a step back and was focusing on his university and shit like that. And then we
So.
picked up Tala, and that team went from ladder to Comic Con within a year.
Then you must have won everything. Every single
Uh,
leg you got
we
promoted.
we pretty much jumped from instantly, yeah.
You didn't buy a seat, nothing, yo.
Nope, no seeds, no nothing. We went from ladder to first div in a
Oh,
year.
that's good, like, especially if they, like, at your level, like, and then you don't get any of those random oaks from, like, Prem in ladder or whatever, like.
Yep, and we only just, and I'm talking about just.
What did you come in that Comic Con again?
We finished top 8.
It's
So
not
our
bad.
group, no, it wasn't. Our group was, I don't know if you remember Valentrix,
Yeah,
or
I do.
as they
The
were commonly
Wallers.
known as Warlentrix at the time.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. That was
And
bad, eh?
we,
Like, three of those oaks were walling back in the day.
bro,
Do they
and then
still
we had
exist?
OK Blaze. I don't actually know if they still exist.
I don't think so. I haven't seen them in
And
ages.
we had OK Blaze was the other team
I don't know that
that
one.
we had.
Mm-mm.
So that was the team with Broken, Memory.
I remember Memory. I remember that name.
They were at the time they were a really
Didn't
decent.
P wasn't PHP in that? Panda and them were in there as well.
Yes, it was
And then
Astro
they moved
505.
to Online
Oh no, wait, hang
Kingdom,
on.
and then Pixel Hunters or something. And
Yes. So that
uh,
team at the time. So we versed. That was our first game at LAN,
yeah, okay.
uh, and we beat them 16-4.
Jeez, okay, relax.
And then we played Warlentrix on Cash,
Oh, I hate
and
that
we
map, eh?
went to overtime, and we won
Ah,
19-17.
okay.
So we went 2-0 in the groups, where I think nobody expected us to win a game.
Facts.
And then we went and we versed. Who was we played Pixel Hunters also on Cash,
Mm.
which wasn't our map. We lost to them.
Yeah, Pixel Hunters was good back in the day.
Yeah, but everybody on my team just disappeared that game.
Like,
I
they
don't
just
know
didn't
what
show up.
happened. Nobody was able to play. I think I was the only person who hit double digits for that specific game, and I
Maybe.
was on 20 frags, and everyone else was just. I think it was just the LAN at the time was so drawn out, and
Yeah.
everyone was playing best of ones, and you're trying to fit everything in, and
Mm.
it wasn't the greatest at the time, and everyone just kind of that game we retired, and then the next game we played was Zag, which was the Chappie team.
Yeah, that team was good though.
So I just want you to know that is my girlfriend who's crawling on the
I
floor
thought it was your
because she
cat,
wants
eh?
us to
I thought
run.
it was your cat. I was like, yo, I didn't know you had a cat. Because you can
No,
only
I
see
got a
the
cat and
white,
a
the
dog.
back of the white.
I know, right? And then so anyway, yeah.
No.
Um. So and then we played Zag on Nuke, and we lost 16. I think it was also 16-6.
Hmm.
But the sad part about that game was Cheetah Boy,
Yeah.
ironically, was something like 24 for 8 on T side of Nuke.
Zeus.
He was absolutely going ballistic on him, and the rest of us didn't show up, me
No.
included. I played like shit that game, so we lost that game, and then
Mm.
so yeah, we went out in like I think it's 8th place or something in the
That's not
quarters.
bad though for your first LAN. Like,
No, that wasn't first land. That was third land.
I've only played the high. I got to 4 high school LANs.
Oh my god.
I still have the medal somewhere. I have like
No ways, dude.
I have the MSSA before DJL took school, dude. I played back then, dude.
Jeez.
So I have like
Ah,
2 bronze from MSSA, 2 silvers. I never won. I never won. I got like 3 seconds and like 4 thirds. Just never won.
no.
It was
We
painful.
did 3 LAN.
Mm.
We did Elite LAN in Nelspruit.
Yeah, okay, that's far.
Then we did Rush. We qualified for Rush.
Oh, dude, Rushes used to be
That
vibes. I don't know
was
why it
so
died.
sick, man. That
Why
was
did?
such a sick LAN. And it was so well run, dude. Like we rocked up and they were like, cool, this is the time slot you're playing. Your main stage, you guys are backstage. And
And the streams
that
were
was it.
nice, and I
Dude,
wonder
the
why that died
stadium
off.
crowd was so sick as well, bro.
I
That
wonder
was
why.
by far the best LAN. Even though we only played one game, we lost to Sinister 5.
It was no
16-7.
double elim, nothing.
No double elim, nothing, bro.
It's a bit painful, but anyways.
Yeah, so we went there, we played one game against Sinister 5. We lost 16-7, and that was it. That was our rush land. But we played on the main stage, so it was alright. Looks cool. It looks
Uh, the pictures, the
solid.
pictures.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I need to
And
get the boys
then
to land so we can take some photos.
I
I
think that's the
wish,
plan.
I wish more people, more of you stayed in Cape Town so I could actually like meet up
Do
and
stuff.
do stuff. Yeah, like do like the random stuff, when like they go bowling or something. I don't know.
Yep.
That'd be sick. But like, it's like Durban. There's like a few oaks. There's like 3. I think with all the teams combined, it's like 2 oaks or 3 oaks in Cape Town. There's like 2 or 3 in Durban or close to Durban. Then there's like 2 or 3 that are like in the middle of nowhere. They're like, I don't even know the town that they live in.
Like
You
fucking
know
Bullock. He's in the middle of Limpopo. He's like just fucked off.
exactly. And then there's oaks like in the middle of like on the edge of Lesotho, and like it's just random places. And then obviously there's like a good amount in Joburg, but well, what can you do in Joburg?
Here's the cat.
Ah, yeah, there's not much. Like I don't know, Joburg doesn't have like it does have like touristy places, but it's not the same as like Cape Town.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, for sure.
Oh, maybe one day we'll fly all the boys down 80K Arena or something.
That would be such a
I
sick
I
boot
heard
camp.
though that like I'm not 100% sure, but like I think like if you message 80K, they won't sponsor it for you, but like if you can prove like you're gonna do something, I can't remember now. I think some other team did it, but he could have also been talking shit, so I'm not sure
I mean, this is the South African Counter-Strike
exactly. But
community.
they had
Everyone's
something
shit
like
talking.
they didn't get it for free, but they got it like at a discount because they booked for like 5 days, and then they were like an org, and then 80K just like helped them out something. So I could see them doing that though.
But 80K low-key seem to be doing a lot of things.
They don't know.
80K, DNMK, they do a lot of things right.
Yeah, I think who runs DNMK Bish or whatever, Julia Bish.
Fish runs DNMK, and then Flea is the guy who's running 80K.
Yeah, but doesn't he only run like 80K? I feel like it's like a bigger thing. Aren't they like half American, and he just runs
I
like the
don't
Cape
know.
Town one.
I have no idea.
I think they're a
I'm not even
bigger
gonna lie to
thing
you.
because how else did he fly? How's he flying them out? And
And that guy's car is so nice, dude. Have you seen his Twitter feed?
no, I
Fuck, bro.
don't.
Flea, if I'm ever in Cape Town, bro, please hit your boy up. I want to hit you up, dude. I want to go for a spin, my man. I don't want to drive. You can drive, because I don't want to ever be in control of that machine. But, God, dude, your car is
Oh, yo!
yeah,
It's a
dude. This
nice
car is
Mercedes, yo.
fire, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think 80K. But they also don't do a lot of content. They do, but they don't. You know what I mean?
But they do more than that than the rest of the South
Yeah, they
African
have
org,
like those
pretty much.
events, those Halloween events, but they actually have like an arena like that they run, make money off. I think that they have like all these. Okay,
They have a profit revenue, a
yeah,
profit stream.
Bravado. They have
Revenue
like
stream.
that like office thing. What I don't know. They have that office thing with like Intel and all of them. So they
Yeah.
they sorted. That makes sense.
But their Rocket League team gets also quite a bit of publicity for them.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
they apparently got a really good Rocket League team, and
Nibble as
I
well.
don't know much about Rocket League.
Nibble also has a really good Rocket League team. I just wish Nibble like they take great photos. I just wish they did more video content.
Ironically, I know who their photographer was.
Yeah. He or she is so good.
She.
She is so good. Like she's probably one of the best esports photographers there are. Like the Bravado ones are good as well, but like
Yes.
the Novel girlie is just out of this world. Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know if I could at the person out live. I don't know
Oh,
if that would be cool. So
well, we're saying that
I'll have
she's
to
good.
ask
It's not like we're
her.
saying anything bad
Yeah, no,
about her.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know what the situation is there. You know.
I think I don't know if they
But
said it or not. I think I remember a tweet a while ago that they picked someone up.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. There was a public thing. In which case, I probably can. It was Emma Dilemma.
is it actually?
She was the one who took a lot of their photos. You know, the whole tree photo shoot and everything.
Mm.
She was the photographer behind that whole thing.
Oh, she's really good. But she also does
Yeah.
graphic design, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of her work. It's not personally my favorite art style, but it's definitely good. But it's not my
Yes.
art style I would prefer. I like a bit more the almost sci-fi like hard corners.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't know. I
Uh,
know fuck all about graphic. I know nothing about graphic design. Let's put it that way.
no, that's
Just
alright.
carrying on.
That's alright. No, but she's
And
definitely
she
talented.
literally just made herself
She's
at
like,
home on stream. It's just
why
chilling.
not?
I mean,
Oh no, but there's still this. I don't know. There's so much potential in the SA scene, but it just people don't want to take the effort, you know. But I think it's also on the player side as well. Like I think a lot of Oaks don't want to put themselves out there, and like they do want to like follow this, but don't. You know,
I hear you.
like there's a
I think
few. Yeah.
I think that people who really want to support the local scene, the way to do it is to engage with organizational content.
What do you mean by that?
Um, let's say I'm a big fan of Nixa. I
Yeah.
like what they do. I do like their roster. I
Mm.
think that that's probably the best roster in South Africa. I
I
like the
agree.
players. I've met Black Poison a couple times, and I like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's fantastic, and I kind of so if you really wanted to support them, give them your engagement. If you want to
Mm.
support an organization, give them your engagement because your engagements are something that they can sell. Your
Yeah.
engagements is something that that organization or that team can use to grow in their avenues,
Mm.
if that makes any sense. Give
Yeah.
them your engagements.
I get that, but I also think there's also not a lot of engaging content to engage with. Like, yes, like every org posts, oh, they had this game, score, like even we do
E
it.
a
You
little
know, like everyone
graphic.
does that.
Yes.
And then they have maybe like sometimes okay, Nobu has like a little thing on the side. Maybe they had that really nice thing with the mental awareness. You know, they have that.
Now, if an organization were to say, cool, we don't need a very good video editor, we need somebody who can take a demo, record it on Shadowplay, a clip, cut that shit together for something simple,
Mm.
then you do that. I mean, how many games are people playing? I mean, we play 2 DGL games a week. I'd
And
bet
two
you could probably,
ECOs.
yeah, I would bet you could probably make a 1 minute video easily
Easy.
of the
If
shots
your
people
team's
get for it.
semi decent, there's at least 2 clips a game, at least across 5 players.
Exactly. So now you can make a couple clips for that, and just that small little thing brings you, let's say, conservatively, 1,000 impressions for that. Just that.
Mm, yeah.
Maybe you'll get out of
Say
that 1,000
okay, that
impressions, 150 views, like actual engagements.
I can tell you
But
what we do. So
yes,
our video did well, the main team, but I think that's just because of you, Benji, John, Bullock. You guys are all like big in the scene. So and all your friends retweeted it, which are also big in the scene. So I think that's why that one did like. I think it did like 3K impressions on Twitter or something. I think three and a
so
half, something like that.
now if you're putting a tweet out for what's possibly the best team in the country,
So,
let's
yeah, and
just
if
say
Black Poison them like it and
advertised,
all his friends,
then that does
let's say
20,000, 25,000 impressions.
Okay, I wouldn't go
'Cause
that far. At least,
You
I would say
reckon?
at least 10. At least 10.
Okay, so let's use
I think
10.
20 is a bit.
So you put out a clip a week. That's
Yeah.
40,000 extra pieces of engagement at the start.
You can also buy a lot of like I think 450 rand can get you like almost 30,000 impressions, no matter how shit your thing is.
But I mean, so if you were gonna promote it, I mean, fuck, bro. That's just a way you could
And they,
support an organization who's
yeah,
trying something
they could
because
promote it.
that will
What
make a difference in the scene.
they could what put like 100 rand in for like one video a week. Then they could easily get to 20k. I think then, but I think naturally without just like people what they have what 5k followers, something
Yeah,
like that.
I think that's probably close to it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you
Let's go
really
take a look.
wanted to, they've got 1,500
Really,
on
I thought
Twitter.
they had
On
more to
Twitter.
be honest.
But if you really wanted to
Yeah, but look at like that
support
that
an organization, try and find their content, support their pages, do
yeah.
stuff like that because that helps.
So they that video that you're talking about, that intro video, got 8,273 views. So you can pretty much doubt like we got like like 1,000 views but 3,000 impressions. So you can basically times that by three. Is that how many views they
If we're gonna
impressions
use,
they got?
yeah.
And then the
So
one before they got yeah that major one they got six. This has 56 likes. Yeah, 500. Yeah, no, they're easily grafting like at least like 1,000 to 3,000 a tweet, no matter what it is.
so if they were putting out a video a week, I guarantee you, if you really wanted to, if you're out here watching this and you want to support an organization, just engage with their content.
Hmm.
Try as much as you can to engage, because
Oh,
all you're going to do is encourage that organization to actually do
oh,
more things and try more things.
oh, literally, if I, cause
And
like
start
what?
right here at Terra.
Hey gosh, I have to edit that in.
There you go. Got you a plug, you
Ah,
see?
gosh.
Easy.
But like, because like if I get under 10 likes, I'm like, this isn't good. Unless it's like the game thing, because that is very repetitive. I understand why people don't like it every
Yeah.
time, but you kind of have to do it, right? But I think at like if you get under 10 likes with 200 followers, it's like
Feels
should
hurtful.
like I'm not like it has to be a decent amount where it's not only the players.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would say like 10 likes or so. Then like it does trash in my eyes. Like I'm like, okay, let's not do this again.
So exactly. So that's the point I was just making. It's like if you want to support an organization
Hmm.
and you've engaged with their content, if you want to support the Counter-Strike scene in general in South Africa, engage with the team's content. The organizations that are trying things, organizations like Omnius who are posting things here and there and are running initiatives like their pet
Hmm.
thing they did recently.
I
You
did
want
that
to
a while
support an
ago.
organization, yeah. But
Hmm.
if you want to grow the scene, you need to engage with the organizations here to give them a reason to keep on pumping time and money in. Because Demonix's time for that organization is probably a couple hours a week. I
Yeah.
mean, if you look at the website updates, the constant
Yeah,
graphic
he
is
is.
like, why does he just happens to love this? I
Yeah.
mean, think of how much time you put in just to do the game update graphics and stuff like that all the time.
Ah, it
And
takes
it's
it
not,
takes okay, since I have the template, it doesn't take that long because like they're basically all the same.
but
But
how
it
long does
probably
it take
takes
you to come
like
up with the template?
per game, probably like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay. And then all the other posts you have to do. And then if you look at Mixer who are doing memes,
I don't do those
and
because I'm
it's
not good
tough.
with memes. I'm too. I feel too judged. I don't think I make good memes. I've never been one of those like I can't see him. I can't create my own meme. You know.
But it's all about, and because th- this is what we as players are all trying to aspire to, and we all
Mm.
want a good scene because a good scene means we have more players, and more players mean
More
we
money.
can actually find out who's the best, and there's more money. And for me,
Mm.
it's more competitive than it is anything else. It's less about the money, more just I want to get to the
Mm.
level where I'm happy with me.
Mm.
And the more players there are, the more I can learn, because the more people, other in-game leaders out there who are coming up with ideas means I have shit I can steal, and
True.
and I have things that I can learn off of.
Mm.
And I think that that's
Mm.
where, and people might think that more players means that, oh, you got to get better to be recognized,
True.
but that's a good thing.
At least you don't verse the same five people in Diamond League every single game.
I mean, exactly.
It's bad,
So
eh? Like, yeah, there are like other oaks, but when I played what, like 2 months ago last time I played Face It. I swear, there's like 7 or 8, oh, there's like 10 people. You at least see 3 of them every game.
every game.
Every game. You don't see, but like if
Uh,
you go to like, obviously EU's bigger than us and like they have more people, they have more, like they don't
there's a
have such
community
poverty
around
and stuff,
everything.
but I mean, there are a lot of people, like if you play MM, like you do see someone like every like third game. Sometimes if you queue again, you will see the same person,
Yes.
but generally you don't see people you know for the
No,
most
100.
part. Right.
Maybe every fourth game, you find someone, you're like, oh, dude, how's it going? And
That's only if you play
then
a
next game.
lot. Like I don't
Yeah, I suppose.
like if you play like 1, 2 games a day, you're not if you grab like 10 games a day maybe. But I
Some
yeah,
of
for
us
the
are so
most part, like
lucky.
even in global like how we are, like I don't see that many unless we five stacking and we follow another five stack. It's the
Yes.
only time like you have a good chance to see people you know, and that's only if you play after 8. If you play any time before that,
I don't play overpass after 10, right? Just make sure people remember.
gosh, never. Your vertigo at like 2 o'clock in the morning is the worst.
Fuck,
That's
dude.
the worst.
Dude, that's been our last leg. Every game starts at 10 because
I
of load shedding,
know,
dude. Fucking going to bed at 2 a.m.
dude.
We had
I'm
a
going to bed at 11,
48
bro.
round, bro. We had a 48 round game
I know. I
map.
saw it. I
A
saw when I woke up.
48 round map.
I
You know what time
remember.
we went to bed that morning? 2:30.
Yeah, I looked because I woke up. I went to bed early, eh? Like I went to sleep. Remember, you guys all be online. I'm like, oh, just phone me. I went to bed like 10 minutes after that. I was asleep.
Fuck, dude. Bro,
Then,
that was the most insane thing.
oh,
48 fucking rounds, bro. You know my
can't
tip of my
believe we
head is.
lost that as well. And it was like literally just one round. Like that. What is the last map? 14-16 or something.
Yeah, we lost. We lost the first map 25-23.
Yeah. Then you
Won the second map
13.
16-7 or 6 or so. Was it 16-13? That's
Wasn't
possible.
it the new game? It was
Yes, and then
16-13. No,
and
it was either 16-9 or 16-13. I can't remember
we
now.
lost the last map
14.
16-14. And then I
Uh,
went to bed and cried tears of depression.
that's understandable though. Oh, imagine being up
I
that
think that
late
was
and then
against.
losing.
No, no, we won. We won because we beat Illicit. It was
Oh,
against
I thought it
Illicit.
was that. I thought you were
We
talking about the game
lost.
before that.
No, no, no. So we lost 25-23 to Illicit on Inferno. And
Ah,
then we played Nuke and we won 16-12.
ah.
And then we went to Dust, which we'd never played before, but it's a fucking pug map. Like, everybody knows how to play Dust, and then we won 16-9.
We all played it so much in the early days. Like before the change, that
Nothing,
was the
nothing,
map. Eh? I used to not
nothing.
queue it. That's how much we got it.
I hate the map as a whole.
I actually like Dust. I like it more than
Nah,
Mirage. Mirage is so overplayed from Face
I'm
It,
not a fan of Mirage
MM.
either.
No, it's boring. I want to
I
at
think
least
the map
Dust
is
is
stale.
different now.
I think the map is stale for Mirage.
What for
I
team?
think the map is stale
It's just
in general
overplayed.
strategically. I like Overpass.
I like it too.
I think it's a very good map.
A lot of people don't like it though.
Dude, at Omnius, that was the thing. That was the map we'd done the most work on, and nobody ever wanted to play it against us. And not because anybody knew we'd done the most work, just because
They don't
people
like
didn't.
it.
And that's where OK Blaze made the mistake for the first game, is they picked Overpass against us.
Hey,
And we
oh
were
no.
like, finally.
I like train. I li- the
Train was so
I
sick.
hated train until right like 2 months before they banned it. Then just as I liked it, they got rid of it. I just played
It's
such a high sense. It's very
uh,
difficult to shoot that far because
uh,
I
it's an author's
play
paradise, dude. I fucking love
at
it,
the
man.
time I was playing lower than I am actually right now, but I played 1,800 DPI. I think either 1.2 or zero point 0.9, something like that. I play
And yes,
1.5 now, 1,800
okay,
DPI.
okay. I'm playing 400 DPR
Yeah,
and like one.
I think that's what most people play. Most people play that.
What? I think most people are playing two.
Mm,
400 DPI and two.
yeah.
Because that's
Oh,
what most of the pros are running. But
yeah.
I'm lower than the pros at the moment.
I don't know. Like it's not that I have like I literally like a few months on the first most of the first week. I played 800 one either two or
Hmm.
1.5, 1.4, something like that.
Okay.
I did like it's not that I can't. It's just I don't enjoy the game in that sense. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm more consistent. I would say that. Like
Yeah.
overall, like if I don't play the game so much and I play a lower sense, I'm way more consistent. But if I play a high sense and I play the game, I feel just so much better at the game, even though I get the same like scoreline. I don't know.
It's because you feel faster.
Exactly, it just feels nicer.
I don't know.
Hmm.